Welcome back to the Elders Inspire Awe podcast, where elderhood is understood as the very frontier of human evolution. My name is Myra Tara, and this podcast is brought to you by Heroes Hermitage and the Sacred Mother Elders Council. Today, I want to share 7 things that elders must teach emerging young adults. I didn't grow up with good models for love or for family. My examples were broken. And because of that, longing, not wisdom, drove many of my early decisions. There's a moment I'll never forget. I was running away from home, actually. Everyone knew I wouldn't be back. The whole family rushed to the door as I ran out. My mother begged me to come back, but my father said in a definitive tone, "Let her go." I turned to see if his face matched the tone in his voice, and it did. My heart sank deep into the ground that day. That moment mattered way more than I understood at the time. Those 3 words cemented my belief that no one would ever want to marry me. That's how I connected that to my romantic life. So when someone did ask, I said yes, not because it was right, but because I didn't believe I'd ever get another chance. As I put this podcast together, I cried. I cried a lot. Not so much because of what went wrong, but because of what I missed, of what that prevented me from having. Some of those tears, though, were hopeful tears. Those tears were for you. This podcast is an offering of what was never taught to me, of what I learned too late, of what must be taught by elders who are willing to do what elders are meant to do. The first thing elders must teach you is this: who you are is not up for debate. Your identity is sacred. You are an original, one of a kind, and that is yours to discover. You are meant to tell us who you are, never the other way around. The world depends on this because who you are fits into this world in a way no one else can. When Russell Simmons says, "Do you?" this is what he means. So let me ask you, what are 3 things that make you you? What are 3 things that make you you? One thing that makes me me is that I'm an ideas person. I've always been. I don't enjoy gossip. I love thinking, exploring, and talking about ideas. That's been true about me for as long as I can remember. Now, what about you? What are 3 things that make you you? And if you're willing, ask an adult who you trust. What did you see in me when I was little that you still see in me now? The second thing elders must teach you is what a healthy relationship actually is. When you come from broken families, you don't really have a model for what a healthy relationship is. But finding yourself in a good relationship is one of life's great joys. Nature designed us for connection. Everyone wants it. Everyone tries for it. And yet, very few of us are taught what actually makes a relationship healthy. Here's my best advice. Start with friendship. Friends genuinely like each other. They laugh together. They enjoy doing the same things. They feel free to be themselves without fear or hesitation. Friendship is one of the purest joys I've known. Friends protect each other. They protect each other's hearts. They look out for each other. They want what's best for each other. They show up for the wins and for the losses. When I was young, my best friend and I were walking through underground Atlanta when I noticed 2 girls walking toward us. I knew these girls. I knew them for the sheer pleasure they took in finding what was wrong with everybody. I didn't even know that kind of gossipy pleasure existed until I met them. It shocked me. Well, my best friend is eccentric, joyfully eccentric. She mixes colors that don't match. She dances wildly across the floor at parties. I love that about her. I love that her heart is warm and that her mind is open and curious. I could go on and on about the things I like about her. But at that moment, all I could imagine was those girls finding something wrong with her. So I quickly put my arm around her and gently turned us in another direction. She never questioned it. That's how friends are. She also never knew what I protected her from. Now imagine being in a romantic relationship without any of this. It happens all the time. So let this be your requirement. Friendship first. The third thing elders must teach you is how to create love that lasts. A relationship is like a garden. It must be tended. We all know what happens when a garden is neglected. Weeds grow where delicious things could have been. Love that lasts does not happen by accident. It is attended to. It is cultivated. Love is a verb. It's something you do. It is not just something you feel. I learned this the hard way. So instead of asking, are we in love? Ask, could I be good for this person? Could this person be good for me? What can we build together? That is my favorite. What can we build together? Is there a possibility for building something together? Love that lasts requires time spent together in the same activity, not just in the same room. Trusting each other with what is true for the self. Sharing a vision for where life together is headed. Don't be shy about asking elders in your life, those who've stayed together, what helped their love to last? And what did they have to learn or relearn along the way? Use your elders as resources. The fourth thing elders must teach you is that who you choose to marry is one of the most important decisions you will ever make. I have to say that again. And I say this to all graduating seniors that I know. I give them this book and I write in the front cover and say, who you choose to marry is one of the most important decisions you will ever make. I feel this strongly in my body every time I say it. This cannot be left unsaid. Just think about what this choice influences: your emotional world, your finances, your future children, your family's lifestyle. If you plan to have children, you want someone who is ready to give a large part of their time to raising happy and healthy children all the way to adulthood. Children who feel safe, seen, and deeply loved. You need someone who understands partnership, that your life together is a teamwork. Someone who doesn't just want to stay together, but someone who wants the two of you to become better together. Yes, who you choose to marry is one of the most important decisions you will ever make. The fifth thing elders must teach you is how to create a happy family. Imagine a family in which love is just a way of life. That's how it is now with me and my grandchildren, and there's nothing like it. I wish I had known earlier what I know now. I want you to know this from the start. You do not have to repeat your family's pain. You can build something new. So begin now imagining the home you want to create. How does it feel? What emotional tone fills the space? What values are felt without ever being spoken? Are people kind to each other? Make family life intentional, not accidental. As Mother Teresa said, if you want to do good in the world, go home and love your family. I love that. Families thrive on belonging, all members feeling known, safe, and wanted, shared responsibility, everyone participating in the work of family life, of home life, and grace. Mistakes are opportunities to grow together and for deepened relationships. The sixth thing that elders must teach you is how to communicate and how to move through conflict. Healthy love is not absent of conflict. It is the ability to walk through conflict without damaging the relationship. Learn to make I statements. Say, I feel hurt when this or that happens, instead of saying, you always do this or that. The I versus you, this simple shift helps keep the other person from becoming defensive. It creates the opportunity to know each other more deeply and allows your intimacy to deepen. So learn to make I statements so that you share what you are experiencing due to whatever happened, as opposed to sort of attacking with the word you. Learn to ask, can you help me understand? Instead of assuming you already do understand. Learn to apologize. Apologies matter. Be willing to say, I was wrong. Forgiveness matters too. We are human. We will fail each other from time to time. It's inevitable. Apologies and forgiveness go hand in hand. Strong relationships are not made of people who never argue. They are made of people who know how to repair. The final thing elders must teach you is discernment and preparation. Love is not something you wait for. It's something you prepare for. You get ready for it. You look forward to it, by making yourself ready to be a good partner. It's not about just choosing the right partner. It's about becoming the right partner. So ask yourself, am I learning to be honest with myself and others? Am I learning how to resolve conflict? Do I know my own values, and do I live by them? And when thinking about the other person, don't just ask if you like them. Ask, how do they treat other people? Do their words match their actions? Would I want my future children to be like them? Watch how they respond to stress, how they handle failure, how they receive correction. You know you're on the right path when you're not rushed but rooted. You don't lower your values to be chosen. You don't fear being alone. And you're becoming someone worth building with. So in closing, I want to say that none of this is about being perfect. It's about building a life that can hold love without breaking it. A strong marriage becomes a shelter for many people. A family becomes a school of love. Imagine that in the generations it will influence. Thank you so much for listening to the Elders Inspire Our podcast. Elders, hopefully you are beginning to see what the Sacred Mother Elders Council is all about. Please share this podcast with the emerging young adults in your life. Our book for teens and preteens on this topic is available at the link in the comments. This podcast is housed on Substack, so please come and subscribe to us there. Thank you again for listening. And until next time, be well.